audience. Hey, what's your sign? Is that a silly pickup line, or can you actually tell something about somebody by their birth date? I propose that you can. Each of us has a unique energy field, as well as the planets do themselves. Planets in the sky also have an energy field just like we do. As our planets move throughout the solar system, these energies change. As the planets align on the month you were born, that will determine your unique energy signature, down to the day and even to the hour. This energy signal is then named by the zodiac belief system. Ancient cultures understood more about the zodiac than most of us do today. But the more research we do ourselves, the more information and accuracy we can attain, much like anything else. The name given to each sign, or signature, if you will, represent the constellation most prominent in the sky during that month of a zodiac calendar. Interestingly enough, because astrologists can differentiate between planetary energy signatures, they can also accurately predict personality traits, values, and even talents of humans born within the energetic time frame. The author and astrologer that I have found surprisingly accurate is named Joseph Polanski. Here are a few of his books. He writes personal horoscopes every year, and I've found them to be sometimes devastatingly accurate. There's 2020s. We also have Jan Spiller, who's written Astrology for the Soul, and I also own Blame It On Your Planet by Stella Hyde. Here is what Joseph Polanski, my favorite author, has found in his long many years of research. When I come to your sign, just let me know in the comments if they actually do pertain to you accurately. Capricorn. He or she, born under the sign of Capricorn, has a strong sense of duty, is patient, organized, typically plans ahead, has sometimes undue conservatism, maybe keeps a lot of stuff that they don't really actually need, sometimes pessimistic, and is prone to depression and self-pity sometimes. Next, which, by the way, I'm sorry I didn't say before, we're going from January on through the year, just because that's what us humans in this dimension are used to. So next up, in February, we have Aquarius. Aquarius are oftentimes argumentative, science-oriented, social butterflies, loves what is new, they're great communicators, they have great intellectual power, and they may be rebellious for its own sake. They have fixed ideas a lot of times too. Sometimes it's hard to persuade them to believe what you believe. Moving on to March, we have Pisces. I'm a Pisces, and we fish are often described as creative, flexible, sensitive, to have psychic power, and are sometimes prone to self-sacrifice. Sometimes that's a good thing, but not if you are also prone to martyrdom, like many Pisces are. They also should try to avoid having negative moods and escapism too often. That's something we Pisces also like to do. Aries, which is the ram, are never lazy. They're honest, they're courageous, they're independent, and sometimes too hasty, too rushing, and they're very aggressive in their opinions. From the Aries I know, I can say that that's true. After Aries comes the bull, Taurus. Taurus are stubborn a lot of times, possessive of material things, and they're also very money driven. That can be a good thing and a bad thing. They are gifted with the ability to make ideas a reality. Gemini, the twins, this is late May and early June. They are chatty, talkative, and experience extremes in mood, just like the duality you see in the twins. And the stars in the sky, the twins. They learn quickly, and they're very fast in thought, so they're great with quick solutions. If you know a Gemini like I do, then you'll know that they also love to talk on the phone. In the early summer months, June and late May, we have Cancer. Cancers are gentle, they're homebodies, they're snugglers, they're very sensitive. Very sensitive. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's not great, because Cancers are also known for their tempers. But Cancers also have an urge to nurture. So they're very, very moved and very rushed to help other people and care for other people. So you should get yourself a Cancer in your life, is my opinion there. In the height of summer, we have Leos. Leo the lion. Leos are generally happy. They are joy-seeking individuals. They pride themselves over all of their accomplishments, which is great. They are prone to leadership roles, big time. They are also very generous people. Most Leos are very, very generous, and they may unfortunately be sometimes called bossy, but that's just because they're fierce like the lion when they believe they know what is best for someone. In the late summer, we have Virgo the Virgin. Virgos have a great love of debate. They love to go back and forth just for its own sake. They have great mental agility, and that's why they love to debate. They have healing powers, some of them, if you can believe that. Virgos pay attention to detail, very close attention to detail. They may have to avoid destructive criticism because they are very quick to pick out something that's wrong and maybe pride themselves for having found the small tiny mistake. So if you yourself are a Virgo, maybe have a little more patience for those of us who don't have the same powers that you do. After Virgo, we've got Libra, the scales. Libras are all about balance. They play devil's advocate for you whenever you're in your own sort of struggle. They'll help you see both sides of the argument. They're typically very mellow, very easygoing, and they also like to keep stress to a minimum, but because of that, they sometimes keep their stress bottled up. So if you have a Libra in your life, make sure you check on them enough and don't just take, okay, I'm fine, for an answer. They're probably keeping their stressors bottled up. However, Libra, they're also very social and very charming, but on the other side of that scale, they might be putting their social acceptance above their own needs. So it's good to check on our scaly friends. After Libra, around the Halloween time of the year, the sign in the sky is Scorpio the Scorpion. Scorpio are people watchers, big time. They're fiercely protective, and they set clear boundaries for themselves, which is great because so many of us need to learn a lesson in that. They're soft inside, like the Cancer, and they are very loyal and very concentrated. They may be prone to jealousy or vindictiveness, so I just warn you now, if you ever go back on your word to a Scorpion or to a Scorpio, they have stingers on the back and they won't soon forget it. So after Scorpio, we have the last sign in the zodiac, which is the Sagittarius, and that is the archer in the sky, the centaur. And Sagittarius is the great adventurer. They love outdoors, they love traveling, they're very friendly, and they often have more friends than they can remember names for, frankly. Sagittarius is very, very gifted with making friends. They have a great, huge capacity for open-mindedness. They can never learn enough, but they may be sometimes overly optimistic, and they also have a tendency to exaggerate. So if you yourself are a Sagittarius, it might be wise to make sure you know the facts of every situation before you put your whole heart forward time and time again and just hope for the best every time. Sometimes a little more rational evaluation is necessary. I hope that after hearing what I've had to say, that some of Joseph Polanski's predictions are accurate enough for you to know a little more about yourself and your own sign. I would also like to add that some of those traits I wrote down myself before double checking them in the book, because I have been doing a lot of research on horoscopes and zodiacs myself to better help those around me. So please do me a favor and let me know how I did, and hopefully you have been informed.